What would you do if a single bad day spiraled into a second-degree felony charge that could land you in prison for 20 years? Today, we are stepping inside a high-stakes courtroom to witness the case of Ms. Adams, a woman who served 7 years in the United States Navy, only to find herself facing the gavel for an incident involving a can of soda and a 7-Eleven clerk. On the surface, it looks like a simple robbery, but as we peel back the layers, we find a complex web of military service, mental health struggles, a pending CPS investigation, and a newborn baby at home. Ms. Adams is standing on the edge of a knife. One wrong move and she loses her freedom. One right move and she might get the help she desperately needs. In this breakdown, we're looking at the raw mechanics of a plea bargain. You'll hear the judge explain the terrifying reality of deferred adjudication, where a guilty plea doesn't just mean a fine. It means 20 years of your life are hanging by a thread if you slip up even once. But there's a twist you won't see coming. From medical marijuana cards to a surprise revelation about the judge's own YouTube channel, this isn't your typical legal proceeding. Is the system being too harsh on a veteran? Or is the law just doing its job? Let's head to the bench and see how this high-pressure negotiation unfolds.
You're charged with the offense of robbery. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Ms. Adams, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Let's pause right there because the judge just laid out some heavy legal terminology that every viewer needs to understand. Ms. Adams is entering a plea for robbery, which in many jurisdictions is a second-degree felony. Did you catch that range of punishment? 2 to 20 years. Even though there is a plea deal on the table, the judge makes it very clear. The court is not bound by that agreement. This is the ultimate buyer beware moment in law. If the judge thinks the crime was worse than the deal suggests, she could theoretically hand down a much harsher sentence on the spot. Ms. Adams is also facing deferred adjudication. This is a double-edged sword. If she completes her probation, the conviction is never officially entered on her record. But if she fails, that 20-year maximum comes back to haunt her. Do you think 20 years is a fair ceiling for a robbery case? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record for a moment. It says it's running concurrent with a PF case. Where is that?
It's in County Court 2.
Okay, and that's the correct cause number?
Mhm.
All right. All right. And while the state is reviewing that, did you review the plea bargain page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a $1,000 fine. There's no application for community supervision. The state recommends deferred adjudication. This will run concurrent with 2025 PF 40428. Court is being informed by defense counsel. That's the county court cause number.
Yes, Judge, and that is the pre-file, but the filed case number will be 2025 CC 014365.
365.
Yes.
Any objections to the court adding that to the paperwork?
No.
All right. So, and it's to run concurrent with 2025 CC 014365, which is also 2025 PF 40428. And the state will take in consideration 2025 CR 010957. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes.
State is at the plea?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainant or 7-Eleven convenience stores, MIC evaluation, referral to Center for Healthcare Services, MRT, and anger management. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you
Notice that when the judge asks for her plea, Ms. Adams responds with no. She is essentially moving toward a no contest or nolo contendere plea. For those watching at home, this is a strategic move. It's not an admission of guilt, but it carries the same legal weight as a guilty plea for sentencing purposes. The state is throwing the book at her here. 5 years of community supervision, a mental health evaluation, anger management, and 150 hours of community service. But the biggest hurdle? A no-contact order with all 7-Eleven stores. Imagine being banned from an entire franchise of convenience stores across the country. This highlights the collateral consequences of criminal charges that people rarely talk about. It's not just about jail. It's about how your daily life is restricted. Why do you think the state is being so specific about the 7-Eleven ban? Is it a necessary precaution or overkill?
plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Your Honor, state offer states exhibit 1 and all attachments.
Objection.
Did you contact the complainant?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements, police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just asking final word.
All right, Ms. Adams, they're requesting a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. Have you ever been diagnosed in the past?
I've been diagnosed with depression through the military
Okay.
and anxiety, and I just recently had a baby, so postpartum.
Okay. All right. So what branch did you serve in the military?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm always wondering with the Navy, if you're on a submarine, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. So how long were you in the Navy?
7 years.
Okay. And do you have family support here?
No,
Right. Where is your family? Which state?
Illinois.
Do you want to transfer back to Illinois? Okay. No, if you want to transfer back to Illinois, we can do that. So are you 100% sure that's what you want to do?
It's up in the air. I have a house in Texas that I'm still trying to be able to do.
This is where the energy in the room shifts completely. We just learned that Ms. Adams isn't just a defendant. She's a 7-year Navy veteran. The judge's tone changes almost instantly, moving from clinical to curious. Why? Because the military background opens the door for Veterans Treatment Court, VTC. VTC is a specialized program designed to divert veterans away from the standard prison system and into rigorous rehabilitation. It recognizes that many veterans return with invisible wounds like PTSD, depression, and anxiety, all of which Ms. Adams just admitted to struggling with. She's isolated. Her family is hundreds of miles away in Illinois, and she's trying to raise a newborn while navigating a CPS case. This is a classic example of a intersectionality in the justice system. It's not just a crime, it's a cry for help. Do you think veterans should receive specialized court programs? Or should everyone be treated exactly the same regardless of their service?
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Ms. Abrams, can you see if Veterans Treatment Court is down here? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Veterans Treatment Court. Not necessarily gonna place you in Veterans Treatment Court if you don't want it, but if for some reason you're not able to be accepted into that program, they'll be able to give you different type of programs for outreach.
Is this an offense that qualifies? That's why I didn't,
Oh,
it did, I wasn't sure that, okay.
they do a lot on case by case basis.
Okay.
All right. So do you have any help at home with the baby or anything?
So I'm dealing with a CPS case at this current moment, to kind of mitigate some of the symptoms that I have, like with my anxiety and depression. I smoke marijuana. And so I kind of got into trouble with that because I ended up having my daughter at home 7 months ago, and they made me go to the hospital. And one of the questions that they asked was, could I smoke marijuana? I expressed it in this. I had been working on a medical marijuana card prior to me being arrested, but I did get my medical marijuana card, so that's why I wanted to make sure, like during the probation, would that be an issue? Because I do have my medical marijuana card.
No, just make sure that you give that to your probation officer, so that won't be an issue, and your attorney can help you get that to him. All right. All right. So does she have any type of priors or no?
I don't believe she has any criminal history, Judge.
No criminal history?
No.
Right. So it seems like on this day,
Now, here comes a major complication: medical marijuana. Ms. Adams admits to using it for her anxiety and depression, which led to friction with CPS after she gave birth at home. In many states, a positive drug test is an automatic probation violation, but watch how the judge handles this. She doesn't lecture her. Instead, she tells her to get that medical card to her probation officer immediately. This is a fascinating look at how the legal landscape is shifting. Even in a conservative courtroom setting, the judge is acknowledging a medical marijuana card as a legitimate defense against a dirty drug test. It's a rare moment of the system working with a defendant's reality rather than against it. But the clock is ticking. Ms. Adams has no criminal history, yet her bad day is about to be explained in detail. Get ready, because the facts of the actual robbery are about to come out, and they are shocking.
everything just converged.
It was a bad day, Judge. She found out she had a warrant for an unrelated case due to the leaving court early, is my understanding. So she was having difficulty at that time.
Which court was that? They said she left.
7 or 13. One of the two family violence courts. And she didn't have her wallet. She took a can of Coke. Her wallet was outside. So unfortunately she took the can of Coke out, and then she had the money to pay for it. And then that's what happened.
Well, I was having a bad day. My bodysuit had broken. Officer Wilson, he's a nice officer here, he came and said, "Ms. Adams, you can't walk around like that." He gave me the paperwork to go home. So after I went home, I didn't go home. I had to go sit at a McDonald's while I was with my spouse baby because we only had one vehicle. After that, I walked over to the 7-Eleven and grabbed me a Coke. I realized I left my wallet. But before all of that happened, they called me and said I had a warrant out for my arrest because I only came in one court.
Okay.
And so I was stressed out that day. I'm like, man, I've been dealing with these bail bondsmen. I've been communicating with you guys. I got arrested when it was the other way around. But grabbed the Coke, me and him get into a physical altercation. He said, "I was trying to steal the Coke." I explained to him, my wallet is at the McDonald's next door. Can I please grab it? He grabbed the Coke. I went back to McDonald's, grabbed my wallet, came back, tried to pay for the Coke. He told me to get the F off the door. And I said, I started knocking over a couple pieces of candy, and that's when he called the cops and they came and arrested me. So originally when I took the coke out of the store, he didn't call the police. He just told me to leave. But just so I could show good faith that I wasn't trying to steal the coke, I was just having a mess of the day. I came back in there so I can pay for it, and that's when I had called a retaliation.
All right. This is what the court is going to do.
Here it is, the moment of truth. The robbery was over a can of Coke. Ms. Adams claims she forgot her wallet at the McDonald's next door, took the soda, realized her mistake, and actually returned to the store to pay for it. But instead of a simple transaction, it turned into a physical altercation. A 7-Eleven clerk telling her to get the F out, and Ms. Adams knocking over candy in frustration. Legally, robbery occurs when theft involves assault or the threat of violence. By engaging in a physical struggle over that soda, she turned a petty shoplifting charge into a second-degree felony. It's a heartbreaking example of how high emotions and a bad day can lead to life-altering consequences. She tried to make it right, but the damage was already done. Was the clerk right to call the police after she tried to pay? Or did the situation escalate far beyond what was necessary? This is a classic who is in the wrong scenario.
The court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine. That will be probated. Let's do a referral to VTC. Again, it's for them to talk to you. If you decide that's not a program that will be helpful to you, it'll be completely up to your decision. If they want to accept you, just listen and you can talk to them with your attorney and see if that will be a good fit for you. But I think if you're accepted, it will be a good program because one, they'll be able to help you perhaps if you want to also transfer to and help you with any other issues that are happening. So referral to VTC, CPS compliance, field visits 1 time per month until further notice. This is to run concurrent with 2025 PF 40428, which is also 2025 CC 014365. Take into consideration 2025 CR 010957, 150 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once parenting classes are completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. If they're requiring you to do parenting classes on the CPS side, that will count for the parenting classes that I'm requesting. MIC evaluation out of custody. Are you receiving any help through Center for Healthcare Services or anyone?
In regards to services, what do you mean?
Mental health.
Any mental health services?
The VA.
All right. So there's to be continued mental health treatment through the VA. And I'm sorry, with the community service hours, once parenting classes are completed, 50 hours will be deemed satisfied. The remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied once anger management is completed. And there's to be no contact with 7-Eleven convenience stores. So you're going to have to go to somewhere other than 7-Eleven. Probation, is there anything else? I'm just asking them if there's anything else. Proof of employment within 60 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Is there anything else?
And you did say regular court.
Of course I did not, but I appreciate you covering for me. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person and regular random UAs, or she can do a patch. Your attorney will explain to you what the patch is. And she does have, she says, a marijuana card. So she'll be giving that to you. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
The final ruling is in, and it's a significant victory for Ms. Adams. The judge is sentencing her to 2 years of deferred adjudication. down from the 5 years the state recommended. Even better, the judge is allowing her parenting classes to count toward her 150 hours of community service. This is a therapeutic approach to justice. The judge realizes that a mother of a 7-month-old is better served by learning parenting skills than picking up trash on the side of the highway. We also see the removal of her GPS monitor, which is a massive relief for someone trying to find employment. The judge is essentially giving her a roadmap to success, but it all hinges on one thing: communication. In this court, if you don't call your officer, you go to jail. It's that simple. But wait for this final interaction. The defendant has a surprising confession about the judge's online presence.
Can't think of anything at this time.
All
But
right,
I will say this, Judge.
yes.
While I have been on house arrest, some of the girls, while I was incarcerated, they told me that you had a YouTube channel, so I got an opportunity to watch a couple of your videos.
Okay. So, and I hope that means that this wasn't, I always tell people, court, yes, can be a scary place, but hopefully people will become educated about what happens in court, how to dress appropriately, how to respond appropriately. So you're currently on GPS?
Yes.
And is that through this court?
Yes, sir.
All right, state, do you have any objection to removal of GPS? All right, and remove GPS. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
That's the name.
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, call your probation, let them know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back here and address it with me, all right? All right, good luck. And somebody from Veterans Treatment Court will come down and speak with her.
We're gonna go handle the county court too, and we'll be right back up.
All right, thank you.
And there you have it. A fascinating meta moment to end the session. It turns out Ms. Adams was watching this very YouTube channel while she was incarcerated. It's a powerful reminder that these courtroom videos aren't just entertainment. They are educational tools that help people navigate the scariest moments of their lives. To summarize, a Navy veteran facing 20 years for a physical altercation over a can of soda walked out with 2 years of deferred adjudication, a referral to Veterans Court, and a path to clear her record. The judge showed that the law can be firm, but it can also be compassionate when a defendant is willing to take responsibility and seek help. It's a rare win-win in a system that often feels broken. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments about whether the Coke robbery deserved a felony charge, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.